Okay, so here's the plan. The plan is that you guys are going to make these videos of your game working, kind of talk to me about whatever you want. But most importantly, just kind of go over the rubric and show me how you feel like your game addresses the rubric. I'm also going to be looking at your code. I'm also going to give you the chance to kind of write about and kind of answer the same questions. But I think this might be an easier way. Obviously, the jars and the files and all that's got a little bit crazy. But so here we go. So here's my game. I got a splash page right here. You can push 1 for more instructions. Kind of the pills, which are my power-ups. I forgot to put the pink one there, which is like the multi-ball one. I also have this feature, I guess you could call it an extra feature, that you can hit escape at any time to return to the main screen. I thought that's kind of a cool feature. People had that in their Pong games, and I like that. So I put that in my game also. I'm going to push space to start here. I got left, right to control the movement. I did make the score vary by level, so I believe those bottom bricks are worth 10 right now, and then each level higher should be worth 15. It's a little, much to sit here and play this game forever. So one thing you probably want to show me is I was trying to die there, but you're trying to show me that when you die, you have the ability to start over, right? So I hit escape. I believe that's a restart ability, right? End page and restart ability. So that's D in the rubric, so that's there. The splash page, so it includes my name, how to play, and the key layout. Good. Key-driven objects. So the paddle is a key-driven object, right? I press the keys to have it go left or right. The ball is an autonomous object, so you don't have to, if you have a paddle and a ball, you have to worry about those two parts of the rubric. I have a scoreboard. You can see I'm keeping track of the score. Do I have multi-levels? Well, I have something at the bottom that says level, but I haven't proven to you that I have multi-levels yet. So how can I prove that? I guess there's some different ways I could do it. But I kind of like this feature of having, an autonomous game where the paddle's just tracking the X location of the ball, and you can just kind of run it that way, and you can kind of see your game get through everything. So let me do that. I just made that little change. I'm gonna reopen the game. We're gonna run it, and so now it's running autonomously. Okay, great. So we're running autonomously. Great. Well, it's still kind of going to take a while to get to the next level, right? So I did program in, and I'd like you guys to try to do this too. It's not really wasn't that hard in the update method, especially if I think again this is the kind of nice idea about having different attributes associated with different objects, and you have your scoreboard and game over, whatever. But I kind of programmed something where if I push L, it increments the level. Now it does kind of glitch because it's like, it's registering 60 times per second. So if I push it, it kind of registers like 4 times. But you can see like, oh, I have multiple levels, And what happens when I have multiple levels? A couple things happen when I have multiple levels. I add an extra row of bricks. I thought that was a good idea. And then I increase the score. So, each brick is worth more. So each brick is worth more. On every level, each brick is worth a little bit more as you go up. I think an extra 5 points as you go up. But like the bottom bricks in the first level were 10. Let's hit this here. Let's see what this is worth. That looked like it was worth 45 on the bottom. I don't know. Yeah, that was like 45. So you can see how it gets more and more. And then level 11. Level 15, level 21. I mean, I think theoretically, how many levels are you going to have? Well, it depends. Like, if you're writing specific code for each level, then that's really cumbersome, But, for example, for me, like, if I just, want to make an extra row, like, oh, that's no big deal. I can just keep doing that forever, pretty much. And then that, little feature of making the bricks worth more is no big deal. So so that's my game. What else was necessary? Additional feature, I have lots of power ups. So you need to have at least one power up. I think I had 5 in retrospect. You could call them power downs too, but I had 5 power ups. So that would actually probably give me a lot of extra credit on this. Sound was an extra credit. I really wanted a background song. I probably spent at least an hour trying to get a background song, and it just, okay. Like this, like the noises I'm making here, these little pinging noises, I could get those to loop, no problem, but who wants to hear that? So anytime I found a song that I wanted to loop, it just didn't upload properly, or I had to pay money for it. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But, I do have the special particle effect too, so that's also extra credit. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Now, clean. Now, can I talk about my code being clean? Could you show me some stuff which helps maybe you make the argument that your code is clean, perhaps? I didn't really feel like my code was particularly clean. I felt it got kind of all over the place as I just sort of piled logic onto stuff. But part of what is going to make the case for you having some clean code, I think, is you have multiple classes here. You got at least several classes. And if you look at any one of your classes, the ball class, you should see, several methods in the ball class. Breakout for me, one thing that makes Breakout look kind of clean, I think, is when, when you don't see a ton of stuff in this update method, especially like repeated code. I basically copy and pasted that code. But I was trying to get it done at some point. But I just felt like, I kind of had a lot of code in the update method, right? So there's my update method. Was it like 180 lines of code or something crazy? So anyways, but Scoreboard's got some stuff in it. I copied a lot of title screen and design driver from Eric Ho. That actually did make my life a lot easier. I really appreciated that. And yeah, so that was my game, and you can kind of see it's getting weird here. Well, paddle has gotten smaller, the ball speed has gotten smaller, which is nice. Yeah, so that's it. If you can just kind of show me how your game addresses the rubric and what points you feel like you deserve, that would be cool. And yeah, that's all I'm looking for this video. My video here is like 7 minutes long, but I could see your video being like 2 or 3 minutes long, or maybe less even. But well, hopefully at least 2 or 3 minutes probably. All right, enjoy.